I used to think that my hair just wasn't growing. The problem was that it was actually growing, but it was breaking. So instead of focusing only on hair growth, I started focusing more on keeping my hair healthy and strong. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you what I've been doing consistently to help improve the health of my hair and make it stronger. Hi there and welcome to my channel Beauty Talk. If you didn't know me already, my name is Linda and I am a beauty content creator and I make videos both in English and in Spanish. I make videos about skincare, makeup, hair care, and a little bit of lifestyle and fashion. And I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I'd love for you to join my beautifully growing community and also follow me over on Instagram. I also share a little bit of my day-to-day, like my workouts, what I eat, and what I'm about over there. So don't forget to follow me over there. And now let's get into the video. So there are different stages in my hair care routine that I will be touching upon. And this first section has more to do with a lifestyle. I think that healthy hair really starts from within. Things like your diet, your protein intake, your overall health have a huge role in how healthy your hair is. So if you think about it, hair is made of protein. So if you are not getting enough vitamins and nutrients from your diet, or you maybe are deficient in any of these vitamins and minerals, this will definitely affect the growth of your hair and how healthy it is. Because of this, I prioritize having healthy and balanced diet. So you will see that I prioritize a lot of protein in my meals, but I also eat a lot of other things that support the overall health and nutrition that I need to be able to grow healthy and strong hair. But there's also things like illness, stress, or going through surgery that can affect hair growth or actually may lead to your hair falling. So really important to think about your overall life before thinking about trying to buy the next best thing to try and solve your hair care issues. You want to maybe reflect on your lifestyle. How's your diet? What are you eating? Are you maybe deficient in some of these vitamins? For instance, iron, vitamin D, vitamin B12. These kind of vitamins are essential for helping support hair growth. So think about those things. And other things that can also affect our hair growth are illness, stress, surgery. So in my case, I noticed a huge difference in my hair. My hair started thinning after the pandemic, which a lot of people noticed this. That was because I got COVID, and then after that I just got sick several times. So there was like, as soon as my hair was starting to recover, then I got sick again, and I just felt like it would immediately start thinning again. And it's been so hard to grow my hair longer than this since then. Not only that, but in the past year, 2025 has been so stressful, and I definitely have felt the impact in my hair. It definitely feels thinner. So I feel like it looks really nice and healthy at the moment, but it feels thinner, and I do still see a lot of breakage because it's weak. It's become weak because of all the times that I've gotten sick, but also because I have been consistently stressed. So even though I'm doing my best with my diet and everything else, my stress levels have had a huge impact in my hair health journey. So growing your hair is not just about growth, but also about retaining the hair that you have. And that's why in the next sections of the video, I'm going to be going over all the steps that I do, like what are the things that I do before I wash my hair, after I wash my hair, and so on, and a few maybe daily habits that have helped me preserve the health of my hair and also potentially help me grow my hair. So before washing my hair, I like to use either a pre-wash oil or a bond repair treatment. And this is going to help so that when I'm washing my hair, as my hair is wet, when hair is wet, it becomes a lot more vulnerable and capable of breaking easily. So it's important to protect it. And I like using an oil because the oil forms a coat on each strand, making it a little bit more manageable so that the water, think about it, it's kind of like coating your hair, and it's going to make your hair repel a little bit the water so that it doesn't get as tangled and propense to break. One that I like using is the one from OGX. If you know anything about hair care, for instance, if you follow Abby Young, you probably learned that from her. I learned that from her, and I definitely love this method, and I think it's been very, very helpful in preserving the health of my hair and preventing that breakage that can happen when you are showering and from the mechanical movement you're doing is so important. And I definitely feel that it's been very helpful. I like to alternate between using the hair oil and the bond repair treatment. As I mentioned, I like to use the bond repair treatment, which I don't have it right now. I need to repurchase. I've been really liking in the past years the one from L'Oreal. I think it's a really good one. I haven't purchased the one from Redken because that one's a little bit more pricey, but not only that, because I've smelled the range and I don't like the smell of it. It's not my favorite scent, and I think that the one from L'Oreal probably performs just as good. So one thing to note about bond repair treatments is that they're not necessarily going to repair broken hair, but they can reinforce the hair structure and improve its strength over time. So that's why they're beneficial. And of course, the bond repair treatment is going to work kind of similarly to the oil, not as much. It's not going to have that same slip that the oil has, which is almost going to repel the water, but it will definitely still help again with reinforcing it, and over time it will help with strengthening the hair. So there's a few things that I do when I'm already in the shower, and this has all to do with the health of the scalp. The first thing that I do in the shower that I think has definitely helped with the quality of my hair, but also with the health of my scalp, because you need to think about, if you have a healthy scalp, you are gonna not only grow hair, but grow healthy hair. So that's why it's so important. So one thing I like to do is to do a double cleanse. I think this is really important, especially in my case, because I wash my hair 2 times a week. Ideally, it would be nice if I would wash my hair at least one more time, because when you don't wash your hair enough, there's like accumulation of sweat, product buildup, all these kind of things that can lead to inflammation of the scalp, which will definitely interfere with your ability to grow hair and to grow healthy hair. So definitely doing a double cleanse is going to help your scalp be a lot cleaner, but also going to support the health of your scalp. So one thing I like to do as part of my double cleanse is I use my regular shampoo in combination with either a scalp scrub or a Detox, Micellar, or clarifying shampoo. I would probably use first either my scalp scrub, which will act as a shampoo as well. And the one that I'm currently using is the one from KRISTIN. This one is really nice because it acts as a shampoo, but it also has these particles that you will scrub, and it's going to help remove the dead cells, but also the excess product and product buildup, debris, and all these things. And it's also going to help with excess oil in the scalp, which are also things that can contribute to issues in the scalp, leading to problems with growing your hair. And the one that I'm currently using, as I mentioned, is the one from KRISTIN. I really like it. It's very nice. It has almost like a little bit of a minty sensation, so it leaves your scalp feeling super fresh and clean. In terms of scrubs, I also like the one from Sephora own brand. They have a really nice scalp scrub. That one doesn't have as great cleansing capabilities, but when you pair it with your regular shampoo, or maybe with perhaps even a detox shampoo, it can be really amazing. That one, the one from Sephora, has more like salts, and they're a little bit thicker. And when you massage these scalp scrubs, the little beads or the salts that they have feel really nice. I particularly really enjoy them. So I would use those in combination with my regular shampoo as part of a double cleanse method. And if I'm not using the scalp scrub, I will definitely be using a Detox, Micellar, or Clarifying shampoo. I am currently using the one from OUAI. I love it. It's so nice. I love the smell of it. It definitely helps make my scalp feel ultra clean, but also so that my hair doesn't get greasy and oily so fast, so it stays cleaner for longer. The other clarifying or detox shampoos that I've used in the past that I really love is the one from KRISTIN, and I believe she has actually two. She has one that is a micellar shampoo and the other one that is a clarifying shampoo. I'll be linking all of the products down below if you're interested in checking them out, and if you do use my links, you will be supporting my channel, so I'll definitely appreciate it if you do use them. But yeah, those brands have amazing clarifying shampoos. There's so many out in the market, but these are the ones that I have been using. Okay, another thing that I like to do when I'm shampooing my hair is to use a scalp massager. These can help with better distribution of the shampoo and also with the blood circulation in the scalp. And while this is not going to be the most miraculous solution for hair health and growth, I definitely feel that it's an addition that can help with the health of my hair, and also I really enjoy it. I find it quite relaxing in the shower when I use the scalp massager. Another thing that I like to use, and this is something that I would use maybe before washing, and I'm sorry I'm rewinding a little bit, is to use a pre-wash exfoliating treatment. Some that I have used in the past and that I really love are the ones from the Inky List. They have their glycolic exfoliating scalp pre-wash treatment, something like that, and they also have a salicylic acid one that works really well. Both of them will give you more of a chemical exfoliation in the scalp, so again helping remove a little bit of those dead cells that we can't remove just by shampooing. But also, because if you're using the one that has glycolic acid, it can also help balance hydration levels in the scalp if you're suffering with a bit of a dry scalp. But if you're using the one that has salicylic acid, that one can also, in addition to help exfoliate the scalp, it can also help control oil production. So they're both really good. I've used them in the past. I haven't purchased them recently, but I am kind of missing them because they are really nice. They really help as well with the health of the scalp, which is so important for healthy hair growing. One thing that I've realized over time is that there are certain products that I just keep coming back to, not because they're trending, but because they fit so well in my routine and they actually work. So for me, that has been the use of scalp serums. I started using these before they became all the rave. So soon after the pandemic, or during the pandemic, I think I already started using scalp serums and started looking a little bit into what kind of research I could find, the reviews, and whatever I could find to help me understand their benefits. And for me, even if I didn't understand it fully, I just thought that it was so important to treat my scalp the same way as I treat my skin, because if you think about it, the scalp is an extension of our skin, and you use a lot of serums and things like that on your skin to help with any issues that we have, like spots, or to help combat free radicals when we use things like vitamin C and antioxidants, but also to prevent premature aging or to treat dark spots. So the same way we treat our skin, I think it's so important to treat our scalp. Our scalp is skin that also needs antioxidants, but it also needs things that help keep it balanced, nourished, and healthy in order to grow hair, but not only grow hair, but to grow healthy and strong hair. So I started using scalp serums since the pandemic, I believe. And I definitely feel that they have made a huge difference in my hair. They definitely help with growth and strengthening, although right now I've been going through a lot of stress, and and it's not been easy. So it takes a lot of things to really help with that. And I think that using a scalp serum is key for preserving the health of your hair. I definitely feel that over time, my hair has felt healthier and stronger, and I've seen less breakage when I use scalp serums. So currently I rotate in between 3. I have 3 right now, but there's 2 that I rotate in. I've been rotating for the past, at least for the past 4 or 5 years. So the first one that I started using is this one from KRISTIN, and this one is their Genesis range, which is their anti-hair fall fortifying serum. This is a scalp serum that has a Micellar, which is a proprietary ingredient from L'Oreal that helps anchor the hair follicle, therefore minimizing hair shed. So you will preserve the hair that you have for much longer before it starts shedding. So it will prolong essentially that growth phase of the hair. But in addition to that, this hair serum or scalp serum has other ingredients such as caffeine, which is a known ingredient to help with stimulation of hair growth, but it also has niacinamide, which is a lovely ingredient we already use in our skincare. You can also use that in the scalp to help with many things. As we know, niacinamide has so many benefits for the skin, which also can benefit the scalp in terms of balancing the microbiome, keeping optimal levels of hydration, but also keeping the oil production levels at bay, and so on. The other ingredient that it has is ginger root extract. And from what I understand, ginger root extract is an ingredient that can help in terms of being like an antioxidant, but also with combating inflammation. And inflammation is something that can really affect hair growth. So it's really nice to have that. But on top of that, this scalp serum has also resveratrol, which is a lovely antioxidant that I really like, that has protective properties to the scalp, but also regenerative properties, if I'm not mistaken, and I really love it. This is the first of its kind as far as I know. In the past, I've spoken about this serum, and I have to mention that unfortunately, I didn't know this until recently. The version that you find in the US does not have a Micellar, which is such an important ingredient. Unfortunately, it doesn't have that ingredient in the US because it's still an ingredient that's not approved there. So I'm really, really sorry. However, you can still buy the serum. It has all the other ingredients and it's still really good for healthy scalp, but it's just lacking that ingredient. You know, it's still good. If you use it, it's still good. It just, may not be as potent as the one that we have over here in Europe. So like I mentioned, I rotate between this one and this other scalp serum from L'Oreal. This is the L'Oreal Elvive Growth Booster Anti-Fall Scalp Serum. So it looks like this. And this one is much more affordable than the one from KRISTIN, but I love them both. And actually, this one from L'Oreal has basically the same ingredients. It has Micellar, and it also has niacinamide. And this one also has lactic acid. That's nice. And it has ginger root as well. It doesn't have resveratrol, but it does have basically very similar ingredients. They're not the exact same, but they have the core ingredients that are going to help with scalp health and to help grow hair. They won't grow your hair, but they will keep your scalp healthy. That's what I'm trying to say. And if you have a healthy scalp, you're much more likely to grow hair and to grow healthy hair. So these are the 2 that I rotate in between, and I've been rotating between these 2 for years. And I have to say that I've used a little bit more this one than the one from KRISTIN because it's just cheaper, but I still love the one from KRISTIN, so I keep buying it. But recently I have started trying this one. This one is from Dove, and this is called the Scalp Hair Therapy Density and Growth. It's a 3-in-1 scalp serum. It says that it's got zinc, amino complex, and biotin. And I have heard really good things about this from Abby Young. I think she's mentioned this scalp serum. If not this one, another one from Dove. But I was really excited to see this here because I like trying new things. And this one, you know, doesn't really have that many like hair growth ingredients. Like, I don't even know if it has caffeine. Does it have caffeine? Let's see. So it has glycerin, it has niacinamide, glycerin, zinc, biotin, although biotin, I don't know if it does much for the hair. And that's about it. I thought it had like another ingredient that is also kind of like helpful for reducing inflammation. I'm not sure, but anyway, I'm not an ingredient super expert. But anyway, this serum I've been using, the scalp serum I've been using, and I think it's great. I can't really tell for sure if it's working because I've only started using it within the rotation of the products that I have. And most of these scalp serums, you're supposed to use them more often, like almost like I think every day they advise. This one, you want to use it almost every day. The reality is I don't use them every day. I don't always use these serums as it's recommended, which is I think daily, because I prefer to use them when I wash my hair, because my scalp is clean and I don't want to use them in the following days when I'm using dry shampoo, that my scalp is not as clean, and then that can interfere with the ability of my scalp to even absorb the serum. I still feel that they have been helpful in terms of preserving the health of my hair and strengthening it. I also wanted to mention one scalp serum that I used last year from the brand KRISTIN. I'll put a picture or something, and I might even pull in some footage from when I was using it. This is a brand that uses growth factors, and they were kind enough to send me this product, which I think they may have changed the name. I'll put it in the screen and down below in the description box. So when I got it, it was called Advanced Hair System, and it was these ampoules that you use with a little bit of a microneedling stamp. And that serum, I definitely feel that it helped me a lot with this part here, because I have like almost like a bald patch here. I don't know if it's because I used my hair like sideways, so I have like these tiny gray hairs here, you see. But when I put my hair up, you can see this bald patch here, and that product I use it especially at these areas where is usually where we see more of like the thinning of the hair. I feel like that serum is a really good one. It's a lot more expensive, but it definitely is a product that it's a lot more potent, and it's a more intensive treatment, if you wish, for more severe hair loss situations. And I think it's a great one to consider if you are experiencing a lot of hair thinning. So I'll put the name on the screen and down below. It's from the brand KRISTIN, and it's a really great one that I wanted to mention as well. So after I wash my hair, I focus on the health of the lengths of my hair. And one thing that I do, especially after I wash my hair, is to use a hair turban or these microfiber hair wrap situations that help absorb the water from your hair when it's wet. I find them incredible because they definitely do absorb most of the water, and they also help reduce friction. So instead of drying your hair like a crazy person like that, just scrubbing your hair with a towel, which is not good for your hair, I use a microfiber towel. I let that be on for a little while. Meanwhile, I do my skincare and all that, and then I will take it off, and that would have absorbed most of the water, and then it helps as well with cutting down on the drying of your hair. I will definitely link down below a few good options. There are different price ranges. Here in the UK, you can buy a really affordable one from Boots, which I think is the one I currently have, but I also have had some other brands that are really, really nice, and I definitely find them very, very helpful. This video is not so much about my hair wash routine or how I style my hair. I can definitely make separate videos for those topics. I have already a couple of videos in my channel about my hair wash routine, but I can definitely do an updated one. And I also have a video about how I style my hair, but I definitely think I need to update that one as well. But let me know in the comments which one one you are eager to see first so I can work on those. But after I wash my hair and I have my turban on, I walk out of the shower, I've done my skincare and all that, and I'm ready to remove my hair turban, and I've already put on my scalp serum. I will then focus more on the lengths of my hair, and for that I like using something like a leave-in conditioner and a blow dry or brushing cream. These are really great for kind of like bringing back a little bit of those conditioning properties to the hair after you wash your hair, and it's going to be helpful as well to detangle the hair for manageability. After you blow dry your hair, it's easier to brush your hair and your hair is not so tangly. So they'll definitely bring back those conditioning agents to the hair to help with smoothness, manageability, and also adding even shine. But also they may contain things like heat protection, which is really, really important. So I'm going to show you what I like using. I have a couple of leave-in things that I like to use. For instance, an amazing one is this one from the brand Bumble and Bumble, and this one is called the Bumble and Bumble Hairdresser Invisible Oil. This one is really great because it's gonna work like a leave-in conditioner. So it's gonna help with conditioning the hair, detangling, manageability, shine, and all those things, but it's also going to provide heat protection. So if you're going to be styling your hair afterwards with hot tools, and it's great for the summer because it also has UV protection. This is a really lovely one. It's also very nourishing. It's a little bit more, definitely a little bit thicker. Definitely a little bit more like thicker, if that makes any sense. And the one that I'm currently using as well is a little bit more affordable, is this one from Pantene. This one is called the Sunkissed Glow, and I really like this one because it's super lightweight. This one doesn't have heat protection, but it does have UV protection, so it's a really good one for maybe if you're going to the beach and you want something to help detangle your hair after you've been in the water. This can be great, and it also has the UV protection. It's super lightweight. I really like it. It's very fine mist. That's why I've been really enjoying this one. I also love the one from Bumble and Bumble, which is a little bit more nourishing, but this one's been really great. And another one that I have used in the past and I've repurchased several times is the one from L'Oreal Elvive, the hyaluronic range. I'll leave it listed down below, and I'll probably pop in a picture here for you to see. But in addition to using a leave-in treatment or spray, I also like using something like a blow dry cream. And I find that has been really helpful to I feel like it's like, when you apply a serum to your face and then you put on a moisturizer to lock in the serum, I feel like this is what I'm achieving when I do this. So I use the leave-in treatment, which is like the serum for the lengths of my hair, and then I use a blow dry cream that further kind of helps seal that nourishment from the leave-in in my hair. And I've been using this one lately. This one is from L'Oreal Elvive from its Full Resist range. Unfortunately, you can't find this in the UK, which is really annoying. I got this one in Portugal, but there's so many other similar products. I also love the one from KRISTIN, from the Resistance range, the cement something, the name I can't remember, but I'm going to pop in a picture here and I'll link it down below. That one I've used and I really love that one. I need to repurchase that one. But right now I'm using this one. And guys, I was filming the B-roll. I was supposed to be filming the B-roll of me applying this because I wanted to show you how much I use and the texture of the product. But for some reason, I thought I was filming when I wasn't. Silly things. But yeah, this is the one that I'm using and I really enjoy this one from L'Oreal. It's so nice, and this is gonna help again with manageability. So then when I blow dry my hair is not gonna be as tangled. It's gonna be easier to brush through. And all of these products that I use, they don't feel like they weigh my hair down. I have kind of like medium to fine hair, and it's not very coarse, my hair, so it can be weighed down easily. But the way that I use all these products, I feel that they haven't weighed down my hair. They actually work really well, and my hair feels just nice, soft, and manageable when I use these products. And then after using these products and some other styling products, which I will not mention in this video, I'll leave it to mention that in the respective hairstyling video. Once I have finished putting all my pre-blow drying my hair products, I will then blow dry my hair, and I like to do this with my head upside down, although I don't think I'm showing you in the b-roll that I'm blow drying my hair upside down. And an important thing to note is that I don't brush my hair. I used to brush my hair before, but now I don't. I avoid brushing my hair until it's dry. So when I'm putting all these products, I'm kind of trying to distribute them as best as I can, but I don't brush my hair, because when the hair is wet, it's a lot more vulnerable to break, and I just don't want to be brushing my hair at that moment, so that if there's a knot or something, I don't want to have to kind of like yank it and break my hair. So I've been avoiding brushing my hair until it's dry. After I blow dry my hair, that's when I brush my hair. Then when I'm going to style my hair, one important thing that I like to do is to use heat protection. This is extremely important, because using hot tools without heat protectant is the worst thing for your hair. That is only going to lead to weakening of your hair strands, and they're probably going to break very quickly. And because I do actually like using heat tools like the curling iron or curling thong, I like to use it twice a week, which is after washing my hair, and they definitely can lead to damaging the hair. So I make sure to add heat protection before I style my hair. So let's say I blow dry my hair and I was going to style my hair right away. I could do that after using only my leave-in conditioner, but also my blow dry cream. But most of the times I'm not styling my hair right away, but a few hours after, or sometimes even the next day. Like today, I actually styled my hair today, but I'd washed my hair last night. And it's so important to make sure you use a heat protectant right before, because maybe you did use, like I did, I used the leave-in conditioner and blow dry cream, but that is no longer gonna serve the heat protection because it's probably evaporated. So the recommendation is to use heat protection again. So that's what I do, and I really been loving this one from Moroccan Oil. This one is called the Perfect Defense. I really love this heat protectant. I like that it's in an aerosol. Because it's in an aerosol, it will distribute easily, more effectively to the hair and more uniformly, which is necessary if you want to ensure that you are protecting every single strand of your hair. So that's why I've been loving this one. But on top of that, it also helps with the styling so that the curls kind of last a little bit longer. I love how it smells, and it's just been working really, really well. And this one is actually a jumbo version. Well, it's not that huge, but it is a bigger version than the regular one that they have. This is 300 ml. I think the regular one is maybe 200. I can't remember, but I just finished it, and this is just this is a new one that I've recently purchased. And something else that I've been doing right before I heat style my hair, so I'll use my heat protectant, this one from Moroccan Oil, which I've been really loving, is to use also a little bit of oil right at the ends to add that extra heat protection, because oils offer also heat protection. The problem with oils is that because they're oily, you're probably not likely going to apply enough to get the heat protection throughout all of your hair. Your hair is going to look like a slick, super oily. So instead, what I do is that I apply it a little bit to the ends after I've used my heat protectant, just for that extra added heat protection. And I find that it works really, really well. And the one that I've been using, which I'm going to be done with, is this one from L'Oreal. It's even like the old packaging. I think they have a new packaging. This one is the L'Oreal Elvive Miracle Hair Protector with fine coconut oil. This one says that it's for fine dry hair, but I still find it a little bit too heavy, and that's why one of the ways that I've been making good use of it is to use it right before heat styling, and I don't use it so much afterwards because I find it's a little bit too heavy that way. But it's really lovely. It smells really, really nice, this one. But if you want another recommendation, I really like the one from KRISTIN. That one, I'll probably link that one below because that one's also really good. But this is a nice, affordable alternative as well for that step. The one from KRISTIN, I do like that one to use after heat styling as well. And I do like that one for that step. I like using it for both before and after. Then there's a few habits that I have incorporated in my life to help further with the health of my hair, and amongst them is the incorporation of a silk or satin pillowcase. So these have become quite popular, and I do believe they work very well since I've been using them for maybe 6 years. The one that I currently have is one that is a satin pillowcase. Satin works really well, but if you prefer silk, I definitely would like to upgrade to a silk one soon, and those are probably even softer. But it's said that they can help with the health of the hair because of the slippy, slidey material. It doesn't absorb as much the moisture of the hair, but it also helps with less friction in your hair that can lead to breakage when you're sleeping. So the satin or silk pillowcase can definitely help with reducing the friction of the hair while you're sleeping, therefore preventing breakage. I definitely feel that it's amazing. I've also felt that it's great for the skin. When I sleep on cotton pillows, I definitely feel like it absorbs all the moisturizer from my skin. Meanwhile, with the satin or silk pillowcase, I feel that this doesn't happen. The one that I currently have is from a brand called Kitsch. It's quite old. I couldn't find it when I was researching some of the options for this video, but I'll link down below some of the most popular brands that are out there, both some satin options if you prefer satin, something that's a little bit more affordable, or if you prefer something a little bit more luxe that is a silk. So check down below if you're interested. A few other habits that I think are really important to mention in this video that I avoid is, first of all, I avoid brushing my hair too aggressively. You gotta treat your hair gentle, super gentle, especially if you're looking to grow and preserve the health of your hair. If you're brushing your hair too aggressively, it's gonna break. And I've definitely noticed this. Even if I'm trying to like brush my hair super gently, I still see a little bit of breakage. And that's why I think it's even more important to make sure that I'm being super gentle when brushing my hair. The other thing that I avoid doing is using very tight hairstyles. I don't do these very often, so maybe once a week to go to the gym, I'll put my hair in a high ponytail, but I avoid doing these because when you do these tight hairstyles, they will be like pulling on your hair, and that traction that is in your hair can lead to weakening the hair and to breakage. They call this, I think it's traction alopecia, where you basically start losing your hair because you're constantly having your hair in these really tight hairstyles, and it's really unfortunate because it can lead to your hair not growing at all back. So I avoid tight hairstyles, and also because I just don't like them so much on myself, and I get headaches when I do too many like ponytails and things like that. And the final habit or thing that I've been doing lately, and this is actually more recent, is to use a daily serum. So you can also use daily oil or serum, but I prefer serum just because it's a little bit more lightweight and it's not gonna feel so heavy on my hair, because like I said, I have medium to fine hair. And I discovered this from a fellow Venezuelan, Alexandra Arriaga, who is mostly on Instagram. She is a chemist specialized in studying hair and hair products and all these kind of things. She's absolutely amazing. Definitely go follow her for more tips and more like evidence-based tips for taking care of your hair. And she mentions things like incorporating bond repair treatments in at least some stages of your hair care routine. So I do that at the beginning, and then afterwards I use a daily serum, which is something that she also advises, to use a daily hair serum or an oil at the ends of your hair just to protect them, to prevent split ends, and also to prevent breakage, and to just keep your hair nice and manageable, but also it helps with a little bit of shine. And the one that I'm currently using is this one from KRISTIN. You're gonna see me in the B-roll applying this one, and this one is called the 8-Hour Magic Night Serum, and it's got plant-based proteins, niacinamide, and probably some other ingredients. I really like this one, and the reason why I like it is because it's very lightweight, so it's easy for me to use it every day instead of maybe a hair oil. Some of the hair oils that are out there are a little bit too thick, and I find that if I use them every day, they will feel a bit too heavy and make my hair feel greasy quickly. But with this one, I don't feel that. It's very lightweight. It just helps with my hair feeling a lot more smoother, more manageable, and it also tames flyaways, and it just adds that extra nourishment and shine to my hair. And I've really been enjoying this product, and I'm so happy that I've finally incorporated it. Before this, I would just use a little bit of oil, but maybe not every day, more so like after styling. So these are the things that I have been doing to help preserve the health of my hair. And you will see that it's not about getting quick results, but more so about being consistent with the things that you're doing to preserve and protect the hair that you already have, which is so important. And by doing that, and also having a focus not only towards the hair but to the scalp, this will definitely help preserve the health of your scalp. And by having a healthy scalp, you will also grow healthy and stronger hair. So I hope this video was useful and helpful to you, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe for more realistic beauty content. And I hope you have a lovely day. I'm sending you lots of blessings and kisses. I'll see you in another video. Ciao.